Fortnite expansion idea. 10.0, the final Titan. The final Titan. So when was this? Yesterday. Yesterday at 5:42 PM. And they were banned for this. Hi everyone, so for starters 9.2 will release in late February, while 10.0 will be revealed in March. The Deluxe Collector's Edition rewards will be available from the pre-order right after the announcement. Those rewards include the new transmogrification set based on the Draconic Flights, available in 5 distinct tints, an Emerald Dream inspired green drake called Emerald Guardian, with a special animation allowing it to shift between our reality and the Emerald Dream, a new pet named Muskie based on the Masani, a weasel-inspired race native to the Dragon Isles. After the ultimate fight against the Jailer in Zereth Mortis, it is revealed that he has drained Azeroth of almost all her life force, causing the Emerald Dream, which is revealed to entirely rely on her, to slowly collapse with our reality. We return to Azeroth only to see our world is in complete disarray as the collapsing Emerald Dream is radically altering reality around us. We follow Rathian in his quest for the legendary Dragon Isles to seek the aid of the Dragonflights, hoping their knowledge about the planet and the Titans will be enough to save Azeroth. So far, this is actually really good. So far, this is really good. There is nothing here that is out of the blue. Emerald Dream, I like the idea of it relying on Azeroth. That sounds really cool, collapsing around with our reality. We know that Rathian was working in his quest for the legendary Dragon Isles. I like that, I like that. Dragonflights, having their knowledge about the planet and the Titans will be enough to save Azeroth. Again, makes sense, makes sense. I like Musani. The pet name Muskie, I don't quite know about the pet name, because Muskie obviously gives you thoughts of smell. It gives you thoughts of smell and like a bad smell. But naming Musani a weasel-inspired race native to the Dragon Isles, again, I could absolutely see that happening. New level cap 70. New continent Dragon Isles, 65 to 70. There's new zones Thal Dranath, Vermilion Valley, and Uldurus. Uldurus is obviously going to be something to do with the Titans. Vermilion Valley, I'm not sure on that name. It's too repetitive. Revamped zones in Kalimdor, 58 to 65. Ashenvale, Fellwood, Winterspring, Mount Hyjal. Revamped zones in Eastern Kingdoms, Tirisfal Glades, Lordamere Meadows, Hinterlands, and Eastwold. Again, kind of all makes sense so far. New capitals, Nordrassil for the Alliance and Lordaeron for the Horde. Honestly, I would imagine Lordaeron would go over to the Alliance. No new race, no new classes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please let that happen. Please let that be a thing. 7 new dungeons. Don't like that. I want to see more. I'd want to see more. Defensive Timbermoor Hold, Jintha Allure, Ruins of Darnassus, Scarlet Crypts, Onyxian Depths, Chromatic Archives, Galakron's Demise, and Dunes of Mazsora. I really like those names. Onyxian Depths is a great name for a dungeon, especially in a dragon-based expansion, or something that does feature dragons. Onyxian Depths is a fantastic, fantastic dungeon name. Chromatic Archives, also brilliant. Scarlet Crypts, also good. 7 new dungeons. I'd like to see 10. Give me 3 extra dungeons on top of that, and I'm good. 10 new dungeons, I think, would be a good number for a new expansion, especially one that they want to bring people back to. 2 new raids, Strathhome's Barricade, which is a 3-boss raid, and Heart of Elunaria, 10 bosses. I like the idea of having 2 separate raids. Castle Nathria was a good raid, but having a separate raid where we could have gone and just done like 1 or 2 bosses, just to break up the monotony of Castle Nathria, would be really good. Same with Sepulchre of the First Ones, same with Sanctum of Domination. I like the idea of having a secondary raid. Going back to the best expansion that Blizzard have ever done, Mists of Pandaria, look at the way that the raids were set up there. You obviously had 3 raids. Every single one of them had fantastic bosses. It's the best raiding that WoW has ever had during Mists of Pandaria. Go back to that. That would be beautiful. 1 new arena, Jadenar's Pit, obviously. Jadenar there being based upon some of the creatures that we do see in Fellwood. So that would be pretty cool. New customization for all races. Emphasis on the allied races which have not yet received any additional customizations. I like that. New class customizations. Emerald Dream Druid forms. Chronomancy spell effects for mages. Dark Ranger spell effects for hunters. Elemental forms for shamans. Yes! Yes! Absolutely yes! Give me that. I don't want to see new classes. I don't necessarily want to see new specs, because it's difficult enough to balance as it is. But add stuff like this. If you want to be a Dark Ranger as a hunter, guess what? Have the spell effects. You are a Dark Ranger. Elemental shamans, getting different new forms for them. Yes, brilliant. I love it. New abilities based on the 5 dragon flights obtained through the new progression system called Path of the Aspects. Seems to me like that's the Covenant system. A lot of these leaks do have these systems in where it's 5 dragon flights. Again, I think if you do have something like this and it is free from the start, so you can just switch freely between all of them, I love it. That would be fantastic. I think that would be something that they would learn from Covenants, absolutely. New mechanic, living world / dreaming world. Random and phased and interactive events happening all throughout the revamped zones of Azeroth, where the Emerald Dream is collapsing onto our reality. You need to reach specific objectives in order to unlock the next rank of rewards. This is available to both solo players and groups. Again, sounds cool. Gets people out into the world. Gets people out into Azeroth, and I think that is something that does need to happen more often. People do need to be going back out into the world of Azeroth, and this does seem to do it. The idea that you need to reach specific objectives in order to unlock the next rank of rewards, I believe the way that that is worded, it suggests that you need to reach specific objectives in each event. So you do X amount of things, and then you unlock the next rank, and then X amount, you unlock the next rank. Or if it is a system where once you reach a specific objective, you then unlock the next rank of rewards for all of them. Don't quite know how that works. Both could potentially work, but again, I don't believe this is a real leak, but there's some really nice stuff here. Cross-faction groups are unlocked through an epic quest chain at level 70 involving Jaina, Tyrande, Thrall, and Kalia Menethil. Once unlocked, this applies to all past and current content and for all characters. Again, I think that's what people have been asking for the longest time. I genuinely think that is what people have been asking for the longest time, having that cross-faction grouping. And the fact it's unlocked in an epic quest chain as well does mean that you have some options as to whether or not you want to do it. If you don't want to do cross-faction grouping, that's fine. Don't do the quest. You don't unlock cross-faction grouping. I like cross-faction grouping. I think a lot of people should have it, but at the same time, you should be able to choose. You should be able to choose which one you want. Now, is this real? I don't think so. I think there are things. I think there are things here that could potentially be part of it. I like the idea of the Emerald Dream collapsing around us. I like the customization and class customizations. Path of the Aspects, again, sounds kind of like something you would get from a Dragon Isles quest. But only having 7 dungeons, not a fan of that. I like the names of them, but I don't think we'll have more dungeons. I would hope. We would have more dungeons. Vermilion Valley as a name just doesn't sound... Doesn't sound like a WoW thing. Vermilion Valley doesn't sound like a WoW thing to me. But out of all of them, this one's my favourite. The Final Titan, I'm not big on the name, but in regards to how it plays about and how the actual wording of it is, I like it.